to lesson 20 of our terminal report system. Let us quickly look at how best we can link our Excel workbook to Microsoft Word for the generation of terminal reports. So let me go ahead to open the design of my report from my previous lesson. So this is what we were doing for our previous lesson. So let's see how best we can complete it, and then look at how to link it to Excel. So for a terminal report, I'm done with it, and then we look at the cumulative record. So let me do some design. So I'll go to design, then click on border painter. Then I'll choose let me select this color. Then then I'll choose the border weight. Let me select this one. The border style, let me take this one. So I'll come here, then I'll do the same at this side. Let me increase the weight. Let me select this one and see. Select and drag. I think this one is best. Then I'll drag to the last. Then I'll come to this side too. I'll do the same. Because you have to design it in such a way that to be more attractive. Because after this training, you can design for schools for your money. So you have to do the right thing. Then I'll do the same. The color depends on you. You can choose any color that you want. I prefer using this color. So let me change the color to black. So I'll come to this side. Then I'll come to this side too. Then do the same. Then I'll do the same here. Then the same at this place too. We are almost finishing with our project. It has been a long journey. Finally, we are getting to the end of our designing of our terminal report system. So we do the same for all. You can decide to leave it, but it's good for you to do it to make your work look more attractive. So this I have to merge and center, so I'll not do it here, but I'll come to this side. Then I'll select this side too. That's good. I think I'm done with it. So all that I need to do is to select this side and then do merge and center. So I'll go to layout, then merge cells. Okay, so then I have to center, select what center alignment. So I'll go to home, then select what center alignment. Okay, so now we are done with our terminal report, then the cumulative or design. So this, I told you can put your headmaster's signature and then the school stamp there. So this my headmaster signature, and then we have the school stamp here. Then let me copy it and paste it at where the cumulative record is. So Ctrl C to copy, and then Ctrl V to paste. Then I'll drag it to where the cumulative record is. Okay, so with this one you have to scan it. You let your headmaster scan it on a plain sheet of paper, and then you put it there. Then when you are done, you can also put your name there, or if a company, you put your company name. So when you print the report, then your name will be appearing on the report card. So let's see how to do that one. So I just type my name there. Okay, that's Optech IT Solution Center. Then I'll put my phone number there, 02468235567. Okay, so with this one, when I print it, it will appear on the report card. Then let me reduce the font size. Okay, anywhere you want it, you can put it. Okay, then let me bring this one up. So now we are going to look at how to link our terminal report system from Excel into what? Microsoft Word. So this is how we do it. You look at where your menu bar is, then you locate what? Mailing. You can see these things here, they are not what? Active. They are not active. So this is what you do. You come to select recipient, then you click on it, and then you select what? Use an existing what? List. So this is where we are going to link it to what? Microsoft Excel. So select what? Select recipient, then use an existing what? List. So you click on it, then let's see what will happen. Okay, so we have to do what? Locate where your Excel file is being what? Saved. But before you do that, you have to close the Excel file before. So let me go and then close it. I have to save and then close it. Okay, so I'll locate where my file is on the desktop. So I'll click on desktop, then I'll search for it. Okay, so that's what? SBA training. So I'll click on it and then go to open. So it will open like this for you. So all the sheet that you created, you will find it here. So we have a cumulative record, data entry, then grading system, SBA data entry for teachers, student information. So what are we looking for? So we are working on what? Term 1 report. So you browse through to see what? TR1. That's our term 1 report. Okay, so it's here. So you select what? TR1. Then you go to where? Okay. So after doing that, let's see what happens. So these things, they are now active, so we can now work on it. So after doing that, you come to where your name is, the student name. Then you click on it. Then you go to insert merge field. So you click on it. So that side, what are you inserting? That's what? Name. Then you select name. Then after that, you come to this side, attendance. You go to insert merge field. Then you look through to select what? Attendance. Attendance. At times it's being arranged in alphabetical order. Here's the attendance. Okay, let's leave that one, then we'll work on it later on. Then let's come to this side, admission number. So that one will be what? ID. So you select what? ID. Then you have what? Class or form. When you click on this side, this is how it will appear. It's the same thing. So class or form. So I'll select what? Class or form. Then I'll click on what? Insert. Then you close it. Then I'll come to house. I'll select it. Go to this side. Then I'll select what? House. Then gender. You click on it. You go to this side. So you look through. So if you don't find it, means you have to go and then work it on your Excel. Then when you add it, then you refer to the word, it will work for you. Okay, then we have to work on it later on. Okay, let me move on to a different place. That's all. Position in class. So position, we will look for rank in class. So I'll come to this side. Then I'll go to, let's say rank is here. Let me see if I will see rank in class. If I don't see it, then me have to select the first one, rank. Okay, rank in class is here. Then we have aggregate. You go to insert merge field. Then you select what? Aggregate. Okay, it's here. Then I'll look for what? Student average mark. So that one will be student average score. Insert student average score. Yeah, it's here, student average score. Then I'll select it. Then grand total score. I'll click on this. Then the grand total score will be the grand total score for students. So grand total score for students. I'll click on this. Grand total score for students. grand total score for students. Then I'll select it. So now to allow the gender and that of what attendance, which we work on it later on. Then when we are done with it, we are now going to the subject. So let me delete this one, then delete this one too, because we are going to refer it to the our Excel workbook. Okay, so this was our sub 1. So you click on it, then you go to insert merge field, then you go to your sub 130, then you click on it, then you come here, you go to insert merge field sub 170, then you come to this side, then sub 100. So it says sub 100. Then you have what grade, then you go to sub 1 what grade. So it's here. Then we have what remarks. Go to insert merge field. Remarks is here. Then we have what position in class. That will be the rank. So we go to insert. Then you go to a rank in class. Okay. Position. Then you do the same for all the other what subjects. So I'll come to the second subject, that's sub 2. I'll go to insert merge field, then I'll locate what sub 230. Then I'll come here, sub 2 what 70. So you have to be very careful in order not to make what mistake. Sub 2 what 70. Then I'll come here, select sub 200. Sub 200. Then I'll come here, sub 2 what grade. Sub 2 grade. And I'll come here, sub 2 what remarks. Then come to this side, sub 2 rank. Then I'll come to this side, insert merge field. Then I'll move on to sub 330. Then this side to sub 370. Sub 370. Then I'll select sub 300. Then sub 3 grade. Sub 3 grade. Then sub 3 remarks. Okay, then I'll go to sub 3 rank. Sub 3 rank. Then I'll come back to the next one, that's sub 4. Sub 430. Then sub 470. Then we have sub 400. Sub 400. And sub 4 grade. So as you see, it's what shifting to the other side. So when we are done with everything, it will be in order. So don't worry with that thing. So we are on what sub 4 grade. So insert merge field. I'll go to sub 4 grade. Then sub 4 remarks. Sub 4 remarks. Then sub 4 rank. Sub 4 rank. Then I'll come to the next subject. So that will be what sub 5. So sub 530. Then next one will be sub 570. Then sub 500, sub 5 grade, sub 5 remarks, sub 5 rank, then move on to the next subject, sub 6, sub 6 30%, then sub 6 70%, sub 6 100%, sub 6 grade, and sub 6 remarks, sub 6 rank, and the next subject, sub 7, so sub 730, go to sub 770, and sub 7, let me see, I think I've made a mistake here, so let me delete this one. Okay, so I'll do it again. So sub 7, I selected sub 4 rather, so you have to take your time and then do it. Sub 770, okay, then sub 700, so as you check, you can see we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so I have to check that one, this side to the same thing, this side to the same thing, then I'll come to this side, then we have sub 7 grade, sub 7 grade, then sub 7 remarks, sub 7 rank, then you do that for sub 8. So when you are doing it for SHS, the subject will be more than what? 8. So we have sub 8 30, and sub 8 70, sub 870 is here, sub 800, then sub 8 grade, then sub 8 what? Remarks, then sub 8 rank. So you see how powerful Microsoft Office 2 is. Sub 8 rank. Then we come to the last subject. That's sub 9. sub 970. So after this training, if you're interested in learning Microsoft Word, the tools and then their functions, you can contact me. Then I'll show you or I'll teach you from the scratch. I was once a science student and I've diverted toward IT, and it has helped me in my journey. It has benefited me a lot. So we are on what? Sub 9 grade. Then sub 9 remarks. Take your time and then you do it bit by bit. You go to the last one. That's sub 9 rank. Sub 9 rank. Okay. So when we are done with that one, we come to your class teacher's remarks. Let's see whether we find that one. If we don't find it, then we have to go and work it on our Excel workbook. So we have class teacher's remarks. Okay, means we have to work on it. Since it's not here, we have to work on it. Let me check from this side and see whether I'll find it. So you take your time and then you go through it. Okay. So we have to work on it later on. So when we are done with that one, we do the same to the cumulative record. So I'll end this lesson here and then continue with our cumulative record in our next lesson.